Hey YouTube, this is Southern Purple 1. It's late in the evening, but I wanted to make this video. I actually had the numbers to give you a good reminder on the national debt this morning, but I just didn't get around to it. It was pretty large, but it hadn't crossed over that magic number yet. Let me show you our board. We've been tracking this. December 1st, 29 trillion. I actually showed it on the video. Click over to 29 trillion. December 1st. Let's go 2 months down to February 1st. We just clicked over $30 trillion in debt. 2 months, $1 trillion. I don't even have words for you. So in less than 10 days, we went up $127 billion of further debt. I put this shirt on. So I actually had dressed ready for go to bed, and I said, let me do this video because it's phenomenal that we're on this course. And my shirt says you probably can't see it, but you've all seen it. My favorite people call me Poppy. My favorite people call me Poppy. That's a 4 and a 6-year-old. I went and fought for Uncle Sam, and I did exactly what they said. I'm not fighting for Uncle Sam anymore. Guess who I'm fighting for? A 4 and a 6-year-old. They have more sway over me than Uncle Sam will ever have over me. That 4 and 6-year-old, I think the figure is, for every person in the United States, it's like $90,000 in debt, and then taxpayers, it's like 200 some thousand. We have placed a burden on our grandchildren. We have placed a burden on future children, future kids and grandchildren that will be born. A debt, a burden that is immoral to place on them. They will not reap any of the benefits of that money being spent. I will assure you that. You can say, well, they're going to be born in the best country, in a free country. We're not a free country, so forget that. Words can't even express. If I really told you from my heart what I thought, you probably wouldn't see me anymore. My channel would be taken down, and I would probably have a lot of other problems in my life if I just told you what's on my heart. So this is not a free country. It's sad because in the last few years with these things that have happened, I have lost all faith. I have lost all trust. I have lost all respect for my leadership, for the establishment, for the government. There's just been too many lies. And I will give them the benefit of the doubt, but a rational person can look through all the crazy things they say and realize truth is not being spoken. Anyone in government that would go 29 trillion to 30 trillion in 2 months, probably less than 60 days if you actually did exactly when everything rolled over. $1 trillion. That money has to be paid eventually. But what they're doing is printing money. People say things are going up, and I say to my videos, oh look, the prices of this went up, the price of that went up. No, nothing's going up in price. The Federal Reserve dollar is falling, it's collapsing, it's coming down. So, I can complain to you, but we need to have a plan. You need to have a plan. You need to be frantically, every second of the day, working on your plan. What is my plan to survive when the US dollar is not worth anything? Some of you saying, it's always going to be worth something. No, it will be a day that it will probably be blowing in the gutters. It will be a day when someone might drop a $100 bill and no one will pick it up. It might not be worth a fraction of a penny. That day will come. We are not exempt from the rules of finance. We are not exempt from the rules of fiat currency. It will catch us. So you need to get with your family. You need to get with your friends and say, how can we prepare for what's coming when we might not have money, or what money we have is not worth a loaf of bread? You need to prepare. And that, I don't have all the answers, but I will tell you, if you do have a group of friends, they might not all be hardcore preppers, but get with them and say, how are we going to survive this? Because as this gets worse, we will lose more freedoms because they will have to control the masses. And the only way to control the masses is with more rules, more laws, more authoritarian dictates. You have no friends in Washington. You can probably count on both hands people that respect the Constitution, that love our country, that love to return our country to the right path. Probably less than 10. House, Senate. A lot of them might say they do that, but if you look at what they voted for, it doesn't back it up. So you need to get your friends together. You need to make wise decisions with your resources. You might decide, hey, how about one of us, a few guys, you raise rabbits. You might not know anything about rabbits, but guess what? In the next 30 days, get online. You don't even have to buy a book. You could learn everything online. That's why the internet's awesome. One of you say, I'm going to do chickens. One of you say, I'm going to master canning. I'm going to learn how to can vegetables so I can get a garden going. It's hard for one guy right now in the next 30 days, 60 days, 90 days to master all of those. But master one of those and get started raising rabbits. People say, oh, they don't have enough fat on them. That's probably true, but guess what? Kebabs over a grill is awesome. Master something. If you come home and you sit down and you watch frivolous crap on TV and you're not seriously preparing, do not complain to me. You're going to have choices to make. We've made choices our whole life. It's going to be harder to survive if you've made bad choices in life. And that goes back all the way to school. If you didn't study in school, you might have dropped out in school. Hard to get a good job. Didn't go to college. Didn't get something comparable like a trade, a plumber or electrician. Those are choices you made back then that will affect your survival going forward. If you spent your money on frivolous things, if you had to have the greatest phone every time a new one came out, if you got 100 million thousand channels of cable on your TV, those were decisions you made that will affect you in the future. I'm being hard on you because there's time you can do better decisions right now, but you need to make that decision now. You need to accept that this is going to catch us. It's already catching us. So make good decisions now. Don't waste any time on frivolous things. Spend time with the friends that you think will come around. If you got friends, oh, let's go out to the bar Friday. Let's go to the club. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. That's just stupid, frivolous. Will probably get you in trouble. Will probably spend money you don't have. Say no. Get better friends. Everything's coming down to a few things. First of all, it's coming down to my 4- and 6-year-old. The little guys that call me Poppy. I talked to a small group of preppers yesterday, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. Just to see where people are. I don't want you to get discouraged to the point where you look on YouTube and you see preppers doing great, awesome, cool things. You can't be discouraged. You got to focus on, hey, this is my little rowboat. This is my place. I'm going to put my family to keep us safe. Don't compare to some other guy or me that's been doing it for years and years and years. Because you're going to get discouraged. You can take stuff that we're giving you, apply it to yourself, and make your lifeboat. I think the biggest thing you could do right now is to pray. Pray for guidance. Pray for wisdom. There's a lot of things happening. The truckers up in Canada and the farmers in Canada. I've seen some videos. I haven't been following it as well as I should be because I'm busy right now. I'm working my tail off trying to get ready. I have a lot of things to do. My homestead is not even close to perfect. There's so many things to do. I have wasted time. I have wasted opportunity. But you can make good decisions right now. You can sit down with your wife or spouse and say, hey, we got to do these things. Hopefully you can get on board, because it's a lot easier to row that lifeboat if you're both rowing in the same direction. You might say, Dave, I've done everything I can. I can't do it anymore. The burden on me is heavy. Just continue doing what you are doing. If you are a Christian, just keep praying. It goes back to other people. I truly believe if you're given a lot in life, there's going to be more required of you. If you're blessed financially, you will be responsible if you don't help others along. I'm not saying give all your money away. And what I'm saying is, if you see an opportunity to help someone and you feel, I would call it the Holy Spirit touching my heart, then react to that. Help those persons. Because people have helped me all my life. So when I see a need, I react. And it's crazy. I could be driving on the road and, hey, I need to stop. See if that guy needs some food. I don't like giving money to them because I don't know if they have a substance abuse. But I will gladly say, hey, let's walk across the street and get you a value meal. Yeah, I know, value meals probably aren't the healthiest thing. But filling his belly is important. Because only by the grace of God, we're not in that same boat. That's it. Some of those people have addiction problems. And I've seen people that I've known have addiction problems. And it's like, wow, if they can have an addiction problem, anybody can have an addiction problem. I'm rambling. Time is short. Time is short. Do what you can. Stock what you can. Prepare what you can. Develop relationships. This world does not have relationships with people. People feel by themselves. People feel lonely. I try my best to befriend people, to do a lot, but I'm one guy. I have a limited amount of time. I sort of play triage. When I get emails, I have so many emails, I apologize. I can't get to them all. I feel terrible. But I triage emails. I literally do. Like I learned in the military with triaging patients, I triage emails. Who needs my help? Who needs my time? Pray and prepare. This is going to get us. Situation overseas could get us. Anything can get you. Don't trust your preps. Trust in God. Thanks for watching.